What's up, Docs? It's the Bill 1000. Welcome to Long Gone Days, a really interesting looking RPG game that I found on Game Jolt while I was exploring a little bit. This is a little demo version of the game. It seemed to be like a mixture of RPG with a little bit of visual novel. The combat seemed very interesting because you take the role of a sniper and you can shoot certain parts of the body, or so I've seen, which is really interesting. But it also, like I said, combines visual novel. So there's chances where you can interact with the players, players. What am I saying? Players, other characters in the game in certain ways. I think to boost their morale and all that jazz in both combat and out of combat. Enough of me rambling. Let's give this a try. Unfortunately, I have to record with Bandicam, so sorry. Oh, I forgot to move my mouse cursor. This story is a work of fiction. All characters in the game are fictions. Any resemblance to actual events or persons living or dead is entirely coincidental. Kind of true to life for real life games. So do you know how many controversies are? Do you know how many dumb controversies there are with? Common knowledge? What is common knowledge? See, there's the sniper. From the day I was born, it was decided that I would be a sniper. Sorry, when I'm trying to read the text, it's kind of smaller than I expected, because this isn't Windows mode, because I don't think there's a full screen mode yet. This is a demo after all, so let's continue with this. Anyways, as soon as I could talk and understand orders, my training started. Wow, it was the same for every single one of my brothers, or so I thought. Because of this, I grew up believing that things that were taught to me at the Corps Army were things everyone knew about. Seems weird. Or not, I don't know. I don't know how military life works. Fill me in, please, in the comment section, if this is anything like any military training any of y'all got, if y'all were in the military. I'm very curious to know. But who gets to decide what is important to know? Who does? As I was growing up, knowing anything about things like history or even how a family usually functions seemed like a complete waste of time. Meanwhile, learning how to control my breath and how to move my fingers accurately were far more important. God, I cannot read properly. The first time through was to save my life. When you have been spoon-fed this limited choices your whole life, you don't really question the stuff given to you. You just assume it's normal. Anyways, but what use are those things I was taught during the past 22 years if I was ever taken away from the battlefield? If it wasn't for the events of the past few days, I would have never questioned any of these things. I think this takes place in the past. Day 1, Service Academy, inside the Corps. Let's do this thing then. Oh, this looks fancy. Sorry if you can't hear me. My microphone is really far from me, so I can have room to use the keyboard and whatnot. So sorry about the audio being crappy on my end. All right, let's continue. The first thing you should remember when you cross the border is that you'll be within Russian territories, even though it's separate from the mainland. Normally I teach you a thing or two about speaking with the locals, but in this particular operation, any kind of communication with outsiders is strictly forbidden. Don't even tell them the name of your dog tags. Is that clear? Who's Rourke? Tomorrow I'll be sent on deployment for the first time. I wasn't supposed to go, but the previous sniper broke his arm, and I was transferred to the SWAT as a last-minute replacement. God bless it. I should really stop obsessing over how well I read the text. It's oh my god. I keep expecting myself to be perfect every time I read this, so sorry about that. You should also note that it is currently summer in the Northern Hemisphere. Why would we know about the weather? Is it going to be sweltering hot? Oh, God. I just looked at the... She said it's super hot. Literally. That wasn't funny, I'm sorry. Those of you who have already been deployed at least once will appreciate the fact that summer in Kaliningrad ranged from 55 degrees Fahrenheit to 73 degrees Fahrenheit, but it still rains just as often as in any other season. As you'll be representing the Polish Army, a zero-tolerance policy towards misconduct will be in order. Is that clear? I wish I had more time to prepare. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a good job like this. Private Rourke. Yes, sir? You can find the briefing with the rest of your notes. If you have any doubts, just ask someone in your squad. Yeah, thank you, sir. I think this is where the visual novel thing comes into play. Okay, that's all from me. We are counting on you, soldiers. You are dismissed. Notice, information about the Corps and Operation Pre-Goal have been added to Rourke's notes. You can access the Notes tab from the menu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I am not good with this kind of words. Like, other than Spanish, I'm not good with stuff like Japanese-sounding names. So, I'm terribly sorry if this offends anybody. I'm not good with this kind of stuff. It's my first time. Oh, I can move. Is enter? Yeah. Doorplate, training grounds. I believe this is where the tutorial is. Go to training grounds. I believe this is where the tutorial is for the combat system. Start basic training. Yeah. Hey, Rourke. Hi. I noticed you were about to train with the basic targets. Why don't you activate the advanced ones? To be honest, I don't remember how to use them. Really? Just enter your ID on the console and select advanced mode. It's pretty straightforward. Since you are this forgetful, remember that they won't attack you. It would be ridiculous to have something like that. It would be. I really like the little what they're called. I guess I can call them sprites, but still, they're pretty well detailed. Like the little character things. If you can see my mouse, there's like the little thing above the text bubble right there. That's really cool. I like stuff like that. By the way, you should try these bullets. Incendiary bullets ×1 have been added to the inventory, whatever that means. Oh, thanks. Yeah, this is where the combat system goes into play. Most enemies have multiple spots you can aim at, and every spot has different stats. These stats can be seen during target selection. This is very interesting because you're a sniper, you can hit certain parts of the body, which can, I guess, cause certain debuffs on the other character, which is really interesting. It's awesome. Certain spots like the head or the body will instantly end the fight if their HP reaches 0, while aiming at other spots can give you an advantage in battle, like lowering the enemy's evasion. That's exactly what I was talking about. To use any kind of special bullets, access the skill menu. The icon next to each skill represents the cost. The first number is how many items you need, and the second number represents how many you own. Very interesting. This is so cool. I'll aim for the head. Boom! Headshot! I'm sorry. Let's try aiming for the belly. Let's just keep aiming for the head. Yeah. This is... Normally I try to look at strategic, but, again, this is just to show you what the combat is like. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. Enemy A has been defeated. Yeah, because, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself because I'm trying to speak over, what I'm playing, which can be really difficult, because again, for the 50th time I've done this, I'm not good at good commentary on the spot. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Had to cut back because I was low on timing. But, in combination with the music and the stuff I have to, play, it gets really hard to talk over what I'm doing. God, hit his head already! How hard is it to hit a still target? I guess I can keep hitting the legs because they seem to have low HP. Why? Okay, I can just aim for the torso. Enemy right has been defeated. Hey, you didn't use the bullets I gave you. Wait, I wasn't? Anyway, I've got to go now. I'll be giving you instructions remotely tomorrow. Who is she? Oh, so she's my spotter, Brana. Brana? Wish you could have said so from the beginning. Maybe I should have asked. Maybe it would be a good idea to take a shower and sleep soon. Same thing for me, because it's like 10:29 at night. Information about AIM system has been added to Rourke's notes. The animation style, the sprites, and the detail of the environments are so good, because it's so rare to see stuff like this in any kind of RPG, and I love it when I see when stuff like this is present. Yeah, let's save my progress. Especially if this seems like it's an RPG maker. Man, good luck replacing Coily. That guy could shoot a pin from a mile away. I am a fairly competent sniper, too. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Because it seems like this game was made in RPG Maker, because the menus and everything have a very RPG Maker-esque kind of style, which is extremely interesting, because usually there's like the tiny little sprites with compared to the huge backgrounds, or the size portions of the sprites are tiny compared to the backgrounds. And to see something like this, it's just really interesting. This is the greenhouse. Most of our food grows here. I wish United States had this kind of stuff. Aw, man, I can't pass through this pipe. Come on. Enter. Do you think someone will notice if I don't shower? Really? Let's continue exploring. What does this say? Shower? Of course it does. What's this place? Door plate. Barracks. I should definitely take my last warm shower. Yeah, probably a good idea. Oh, that's cool. I like little sound effects in the background. Again, but not again. I haven't really played that many RPG Maker games because for some reason I'm missing some kind of thing or engine or something that allows me to play the game. I don't know why. I tried playing Five Nights at F-Boys or something like that, but it just would not work no matter what I did. Just nothing. And when I tried to see what the problem was, it wouldn't let me interact with any of the menus. To think I might miss these hot showers. I must be going crazy. At least you're still sane. I was crazy the moment I was born. Ooh! Wait, you shower with women? Oh my god. I really should stop talking. Or letting the distortion of flesh on my face known as my mouth flap whenever it wants, because I can say some really crappy bull crap. Oh, whatever. That's my squad's medic. He should be able to give me some info about the operation. I believe his name was Adair? Maybe I should just call him Medic or something. Medic! I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. Medic! I'm sorry. Please don't do that. Oh, right. You must hear that a lot, huh? If it's not an emergency, call me Adair. Alright. By the way, aren't you Coily's replacement? You haven't been deployed before, have you? No, oh, what? It just skipped on its own. You seem way too calm. Well, I've been waiting for this day for years. I've never even seen the sun before. Try not to stare at it too much unless you want to go blind. Why would you need to... Oh, wait. I keep forgetting story information. I'm sorry. I should stop saying sorry so much. Huh? You don't know a thing about the surface, do you? I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. The surface is an awful place. It seems nice to me. I mean, it's might not have the nicest people all the time, but it's pretty chill for the most part. Would you lighten up a little? It's not the time. This is not the time to relax. Wow, what an obnoxious little frick. Seriously? I think you should take his advice seriously, bro. Yeah, I think I should continue exploring. Because let's be honest, not taking your teammates' advice could result in quite a bit of destruction, I guess. I don't know. Again, I don't know how military life works. Don't take everything I say as 100% accurate, okay? Please, for the love of God. I guess the chapters are like days. Day 2. Intercontinental platform inside the core. More than 15 hours have passed already. For the first time, I'm sitting on a platform that connects me to the surface. This thing has been shaking the whole time, and it makes an ominous noise that won't let me sleep. The guys looked wiped out, to say the least. For some reason, this beginning kind of reminds me of Fallout 4, because, spoiler warning if you haven't played the game already, your character was born, or grew up in some kind of underground bunker before a nuclear war happened, and the way to the surface seems extremely similar to this, which is really freaking cool. To be honest, I'm not feeling too well either. I haven't eaten anything during the whole ride, but I guess that's because they expected us to fall asleep. I'm already in a cranky mood, and to make things worse, I'm sitting right next to this guy. Who, your medic? Oh yeah, it is your medic. Oh, Adair. I should really learn the pronunciation of these names. Hey. You should try and get some sleep. You know what? I'm too tired to pretend to be polite. Screw this guy. Didn't you say this wasn't the time to relax? ... Japanese typical crap. What? Are you still mad about that thing I told you yesterday? You know, right now it's not the time to... No, it's okay. I appreciate your honesty. Is that sarcasm or what? It's nothing like that. People are always kissing my ass, as if I wouldn't care of them if they pissed me off. But let me save you the trouble. I'm a professional. I don't mix feelings with my job. Being my friend doesn't mean that I'll take care of you first. So tell me, weren't you trying to do the same thing yesterday? I tried talking to you because I don't know anyone in this squad. I couldn't care less that you happen to be our medic. ... Is that so? Well, I'm glad you're not cynical like the others. Man, I got news for you. This seems like a lot of... I'm getting so much nostalgia from watching Lost Pause playing some visual novels, because this is reminiscent to a lot of visual novels I've seen by that guy play. A lot of nostalgia. That was way back in my day. 1 second. Okay, back for the second time. Let's continue. If you're still willing to listen to me, there are a couple of things I wanted to tell you about the surface, since you were transferred so suddenly. I'm guessing you haven't been properly introduced. I've got the briefing today, so take a guess. Yeah. Really? Well, you seem so curious about the sun that I thought I should warn you a little. To be honest, I really don't know if the sun could leave you blind, but what I do know is that it burns. It burns like pouring alcohol on an open wound. Pretty much true, actually. Oh, if you've been indoors for long enough, because if you stay indoors for long enough, the sun can really hurt your eyes. Yeah, it can even toast your skin. It's quite fascinating. I got a farmer's tan because of that thing in my marching band. Why is this guy still talking? It's been like 5 minutes already. It'd be glad it's not 5 hours, buddy. So yeah, based on that, I wouldn't even try to look at it too much. Sounds to me like the surface was awfully designed. Well, it certainly wasn't designed for us. Ooh, what is that? Did we finally arrive, or... even the lights went out. Is there a power outage? We've arrived. Sergeant, we arrived. We have arrived. Everyone get off. Get ready. God bless it. We're opening the hatch. Whoa. As soon as the door that separated us from the outside world opened, a strong and musty odor filled my lungs. My uniform got all damp, and it got glued to my body as if a vacuum was sucking on the remaining air inside. The surface is gross. Really? That's what you call it? Gross? Oh god. I didn't know I was recording. Ravens are used as save points. Interact with them to save your progress. Kinda like the, what's it called? The book from Ib? Save your progress. Yeah. I should really use the separate files, because you never know when these games can crash. This is so well designed, and I love it. It is so good. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. See those buildings up ahead? We'll set up camp there, but we need to clear the area first. We've sent out the drones, and we are currently analyzing the area. So far as we are around 30 targets, and we need to act fast. I know you must be fatigued after the long trip, but this should be an easy task for 4th Squad. Any questions? Go to your positions. Rourke, can you hear me? Yep, what is it? Can you see the enemy base from here? Yeah, I see a couple of buildings up ahead. That kind of looks like something from Metal Gear Solid. Okay, listen, the signal jammer has been deployed, and we are now about to cut off their power supply. After the power has been cut off, that will be your chance to attack. Sure, just leave it to me. I'll go to my position. Actually, I think this is a good time to end this episode here. I guess in the next episode we can check out the new mechanics of what might lie ahead. I don't know. This is a really interesting game. The concept is really awesome. The battle mechanics are very unique, and the overall style of the game is just amazing. It's a very unique mix of RPG and visual novel, and it's very, very amazing. That's all I can say on the spot, to be honest. So I guess I'll leave this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, hit that like button down below, and I'll see you in the next episode of whatever the heck I make. Ciao.